this is exciting. It's exciting to finally be here together.
All right, everyone, let's get started. Now, you know what? I want to thank you all for being here today. I have some good news that I'd like to share. First of all, congratulations on 2 great honors. First, for being chosen to join President Trump's newly formed Space Force to make space great again. And secondly, for being chosen to join the first manned mission to Mars. You all will be the crew of Mars One.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, so let's get started.
Yeah,
We'll start with you, Dr. Reeves.
Yeah, hi. I understand that regulation states that there is no procreation allowed on this mission. But when you say no procreation, does that mean like no procreation? So like nothing? Like nothing?
No procreation.
Yeah, you said that. But if there is no procreation, could there be some recreation? You know, like for science.
It's for science.
For science.
Okay, I'm going to make this very clear for you all. No sexual intercourse of any kind, as the only 100% effective form of contraception is abstinence. Okay? Yes, Dr. Mueller.
Yes, thank you. Now, hypothetically, what if a mission specialist were unable to have children anymore and she were willing to take one for the team? In fact, she'd be willing to take 2 or more for the team if necessary.
Dr. Mueller, you have 2 kids.
Yes, I do. That's why I chose to leave the planet. However, after my second one was born, I had my tubes tied, like in double knots. Seriously, it's like a house of mirrors up in here, okay? Nothing's getting in or out. It's like, boop, dead end, boop, dead end, boop, dead end.
If I may, as the mission's medical officer, I can also assure you that I am unable to reproduce. Medically speaking, I have a sack full of tiny ghosts. I could show you. Do you want to see?
Okay, all right. Now, please, does anyone have any questions about the actual mission?
Yes.
No, not from you 3. Dr. Dreyer, will you please get this conversation back on track?
Thank you. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding the Van Allen radiation belts, even though the Apollo mission seemingly proved that they could be traversed. And I noticed in the mission briefings that we would not be using a polar escape trajectory. Now, if we are indeed plotting a course through the belts, do hand jobs count?
I'm sorry. You said a few things there. What is your question?
Yes, given the circumstances, do hand jobs count?
You want to know if hand jobs count as intercourse? Dr. Dreyer, you worked on the Large Hadron Collider, and you're asking me if hand jobs count?
Yes, I did. And yes, I am.
Okay, no, look, hand jobs, oral sex, and the like do not count as intercourse.
Okay.
But I strongly advise against such activities because, you know, in zero gravity, we got bodily fluids could get into the ship's atmosphere and vital ship mechanics.
You are disgusting.
Come on, you all asked.
Okay, while we're on the subject, let's say hypothetically, during the tense moments leading to our descent to the Martian surface, let's say I were to give a hand job to myself.
Are you referring to masturbation?
If you want to put a label on it, sure.
Oh, look, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would recommend using the same vacuum disposal system we use for urine.
Okay, all right. So follow up, all right? What kind of suction are we talking on this vacuum thingy? Like, ouch, that hurts, or ouch, that hurts, but in a good way?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Probably the first one?
Ooh, you said probably, leading me to believe you don't know for sure. What if I completely enclosed myself in a plastic bag I may have packed for just such an occasion?
But then you can't breathe.
No, that's the point. That makes it better.
Yes! This is why I'm leaving the planet for science. Hey, what happens on Mars stays on Mars. Am I right? Socially distant high five. Here it is.
Okay, all right. Listen, everyone. Now, at the rate we're going, I don't even know if we're going to make it to Mars. Now, let's please limit our questions to matters that directly pertain to the mission at hand.
Well, I do have some questions about resupply modules.
Yes, thank you. What is your question?
I know there's been some plans for consolidating payloads at the International Space Station, then using orbital boosters to propel the payloads to Mars. I have some concerns about docking protocols at the ISS.
Okay.
How sensitive are the docking protocols? For instance, if the supply module makes contact but doesn't deliver payload.
Well, I mean, payload's the whole point. If you don't deliver payload, it is not a successful docking.
Even if the payload is jettisoned.
Oh, yeah, especially if that payload gets jettisoned.
But what if the resupply module doesn't fully engage?
Well, again, if that umbilical gantry is not fully engaged, it's a no-go.
So, just to be clear then, it doesn't count if it's just the tip?
Well, you would have to pull back and refire the thrusters just to get it firmly embedded in the...
Oh, yeah.
No, wait a minute, what the hell?
Just the tip! Just
the tip!
Oh, no, stop it, everyone shut up! Now, do you all understand that we are the first people chosen to explore another planet? Do you all grasp the magnitude of that?
Grasp the magnitude?
Shut the f*** up! This mission may be the only thing paving the way for the ongoing survival of the species. We have wrecked our climate. We have shrugged off the dangers of disease. We are constantly at war. And instead of you all focusing on humanity's survival, you are all fixated on your own trivial desires. It's sickening. Now, does anyone have any worthwhile questions? Or should I just call in the airstrikes on all the major cities and be done with it? Yes, Dr. Mueller.
What about butt stuff?
Oh.
For science!
Just the tip!